I would like to successfully co-parent with my ex-husband, but that has not been doable. He still does not understand others' perspectives. So I'm very cordial and I only speak when I need to speak to him, but I don't harbor any animosity or resentment. I just try to keep my distance with him because I just don't need the extra added stress or pressure.
This is very difficult because what happens is that people go into divorce with all kinds of unresolved issues. And they're mad at the other person typically, they're let down, they're disappointed, whatever it is. And that spills out no matter how well you're trying to be sort of the reasonable person in the divorce, especially if there are children involved. But you have to get there. And so what I like to tell people is think of it like a business relationship. So it's hard to do that because you have to remove a lot of the emotional reactions that you're having. And when you're in the process of divorce, there's a lot of emotional reactivity. All of that emotion just gets poured in there. And the goal is to try to keep the body from getting aroused, keep yourself calm as much as you can, because what happens when you're so emotional is that the part of the brain, the limbic system in the brain where the amygdala is, it gets fired up, it gets overly active, and it hijacks the thinking part of your brain, which is your prefrontal cortex. And that's where good judgment and insight happens. So you have to calm the body down, which is why I say think of it like a business. You can't go into your boss and be all emotional and hope that that goes well. It's the same thing when you're dealing with your ex. You have to go in there, be much more businesslike, calm yourself down, and stick to the facts. So the other person might be trying to pull you off the facts and get you into an emotional so they can sort of have control of the reaction or the interaction. But you have to make sure that you're staying calm and you're going back to the facts and you're saying, okay, here's the problem. Here's what we need to resolve. So you have to keep going back to this. And you're actually learning how to do really good conflict resolution.
3 years later, and divorced, my ex-husband and I are pretty polite and cordial. We're able to talk about finances where there's no threats, there's no fear of my safety. There still is pressure to reconcile, but I feel confident that I'm on the right path for myself and my daughter. We're able to talk, and I feel like it's important for us to have open communication. And so I continue to pray that we can do that.